What's going on, my friends and home slices? I was bored today, so I decided, you know what I'm gonna do? I'm gonna make a cherry pie. I've made pies before, but it's been quite some time. My goals for today is make a pie crust, make cherry filling, put it in the pie crust, and bake a pie, all while hopefully not burning down the house. Let's get started. So first things first, boom, recipe. Okay, so first thing we need, 2 cups of flour. Maybe a bowl should be the first thing we get. 1 cup of flour and 2 cups. Well, I am not a baker by any means, but if I follow the instructions, it should turn out well. 2/3 a cup of shortening. So we got a 1/3 cup. Doing this twice will give me 2/3 of a cup. Wow, I can do math. I am so smart it hurts. 1/3 a cup of shortening and 2/3 cup of shortening. Next thing we need, 6 tablespoons of water and just a pinch of salt. Alright, now we got all of our ingredients in this bowl. Knead it together and then roll it out on a floured surface. This looks pretty dry. Is it supposed to look dry? Okay, so this is looking a little dry right now. I have consulted with the expert, who is my mother, and she has advised me that I could add another tablespoon of water. So I'm going to try that, see how well that works. That seems to have done the trick. It's looking a whole lot better now. A lot more of a dough consistency, less of a crumble. And there we got our ball of dough. Now the next step, roll out on floured surface, which means we need more flour. Boom! Okay, I think that's enough flour. I'm having way too much fun with this. I guess we just need to roll this out until it's pie crust thickness, I guess. This pie crust recipe makes 2 pie crusts, so I'm going to split this in half and I'm only going to work with 1/2. Now I get to use one of these things. I remember getting hit with these as a child. I'm just kidding. Kind of. Well, now we got it all rolled out. Now I need to find a pan. Alright, now we got ourselves a pie pan. We're going to try and pick this up and drape it over the pan without it completely crumbling. Oh dear, I'm not ready for this. Hey, that didn't go too bad actually. We're just going to tuck the corners in a little bit. Now that that's all tucked in, I can just go around with a butter knife and cut off all the excess. I'm going to take some of this stuff that I just cut off, and I'm going to try and patch up some of the spaces that were thin spots and maybe tearing through a little bit. And now we have a little edge ripple to it. Well, I think that looks pretty good, all things considered. I mean, it doesn't look super pretty, but I doubt my stomach will care. Now we're done making the crust, we're going to move on to the filling. So I'm going to go and pick some fresh cherries because I can, and then we're going to chop out the pits until we get 4 cups worth. And now we got 4 cups of de-pitted cherries. I don't know if that's a word or not, but we got 4 cups of cherries without pits. And now I gotta look at the recipe again because I don't remember what's next. Okay, so according to the recipe, we're supposed to put everything in a saucepan on medium heat. And we are going to start with the cherries. I hope they all fit. Ooh, that's a little hot. Sugar. 2 tablespoons of lemon juice. Quarter cup of cornstarch. Ooh, that went everywhere. Probably shouldn't have poured that from so high. A pinch of salt. and 1/8 of a teaspoon of cinnamon, which was optional, but I'm gonna add it anyways because cinnamon is delicious. It's a shame that you can't smell through videos because this smells fantastic. I can really smell that cinnamon. And now I'm just gonna keep stirring this until it slowly comes to a boil and thickens. And now we've got a nice thick consistency, which I'm guessing is what we're going for, is something like that. That looks like pie filling to me. Now that we're done with the filling, I'm gonna preheat the oven. And while it's preheating, I'm gonna stick the crust in there for a couple minutes just to make sure that that gets done all the way. And then after putting the filling in, the only thing that we have left is a crumb top. And there we go. Well, it looks like a pretty tasty looking pie. Now we're gonna need to bake this for about 45 minutes. And while that's baking, I might as well start cleaning up the kitchen a little bit because I want to keep my mom happy. Because if mom's not happy, nobody's happy. And here we go, we have our cherry pie. And this just goes to show that if you pretend that you know what you're doing, you can get stuff done. Now let's give it a taste. I kind of butchered it getting it out of the pan, but I can assure you that it's the same pie that I just baked. Now we're gonna give it a taste. That's pretty good. Still very hot. I need to be more patient. Well, thank you guys for watching. If you guys have any advice on how to do this better, or you saw anything that I did that could have been done better, please let me know. I'd love to hear from you. Till next time.